So, I am here to bring you very mixed news about the Sonic 30th Anniversary game's release date. Some of you will be incredibly relieved, and the other half will be very angry. And there's nobody wrong here, as both groups have very good and very valid reasons to feel how they feel. So, as I am editing this video, Sega has put their entry into E3, which is only a month away. I have lots of details on what games to expect at Sega's E3 2021, and even more importantly, I just got, literally 5 minutes ago, exact confirmation on the release date for Sonic Colors Ultimate. And boy howdy, I think we'll all be happy about that one. So let's just start with addressing the angry mob, then the good parts. A couple of days ago, Sega put out a newly updated licensing ad, and there's been some significant changes since the last one was put out. The biggest being multiple games in 2021 has changed to 2022. Now, this isn't the E3 announcement, but is the preface to it. So, in the official full-page ad that Sega put out to their licensing partners, it specifically says, celebrating Sonic's 30th anniversary in 2021, which could be open to a wide array of speculation, as I do think we will be getting some game announcement by the end of the year. So, when we quickly look at the timeline, Sonic Forces released in 2017, and Sonic Team did not have a hand in making Team Sonic Racing, despite the fact that the name literally has Sonic Team in it. So that was 4 years ago. A bit longer than the average development time of a AAA series like theirs, especially with how short Sonic Forces production time actually was. So when there was news of a Sonic game releasing in 2020, there was some excitement, but it really seemed unlikely. However, there was a thought that we'd at least get the announcement in 2020, and as you, the viewer, who already hit subscribe, like, and bell to not miss any Sonic news, already knows we got no such news in 2020. So okay, I guess we'll get an announcement in 2021 and a game then. Alright, that's fine, no rush. But now it's May 2021. Sonic's birthday is next month, and there has been zero communication from Sega to their direct consumers and overall audience. All the leaks we've gotten so far were either from their partner brands or the information they gave out to partner brands. But us, the consumer, we didn't get anything. By the end of 2021, it will have been 5 years since Forces. This is an extremely long time, and with them pushing the Sonic brand with these official live streams and stuff.
Be transparent, you guys know we haven't had a lot of news this year, and we still don't have anything to announce currently. So we don't want to hype people up every 2 weeks just to be like, and we're gonna keep waiting. So the cadence is gonna get a little bit slower through the end of the season.
Give them something to work with. I know a lot of people clown on these, but I totally don't blame how they're awkwardly paced, because I have no clue how I would talk about only official Sonic stuff for that long in a live format. I can only cover official Sonic news live for about 2 hours, which I do on Twitch at Sonic Show Live. Go follow, it's in the description. So this is where the first camp of people are. They are bitter and angry at the lack of announcements, and while I understand and I do feel like it's a bad decision from Sega, I am remaining totally patient. And the reason is something you probably already know. It's no secret that Sonic has a history of incredibly rushed games. So the other half of the audience is wanting Sega to take their time so we don't get a rushed game again. But there's something not being said that I think we can all agree on. I don't want a rushed Sonic game, but I want something. Just a simple announcement with a logo and a very basic premise would be enough to suffice for the time being, and would not have any release date attached, so they can take their time. And I know everyone can agree on that, because I haven't seen anybody that was upset about Sonic Prime being announced, and that releases in 2022, which theoretically the game would too. Oh, and by the way, what Prime did was totally enough to hook me on the idea idea, and I'm really excited to see it. So that works. Another interesting thing from the licensing sheet is that it also says games, movies, animation, mobile, partnerships, and more in 2022. Now, this could be interpreted in a few ways, because there's some grammatical errors, such as a missing comma before the and it also says movies as in plural. Now again, this could just be a simple typo, but this is an expensive ad. And they know it gets out to the public, so they make it as presentable as possible. So, on the off chance that this isn't a typo, it could be a back-to-back filming. This is exactly how Back to the Future 2 and 3 were filmed, with there being an only 3-week break in between, and some of the filming actually overlapped. It would be an absolutely wild move for them to do that, but with how well the first movie performed, it's entirely possible. It could be why we're seeing Knuckles. It would be interesting if Knuckles was only at the end of the second movie and was a character for the third. A more recent example of this would be Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. Remember those? They're from Fortnite. With the common thread of all of these having original films with meteoric success, this isn't out of the realm of possibility. Unlikely? Maybe, but definitely not impossible. And before we get into the big Sega E3 news, I don't want to be that guy, but this does all line up with the Zippo leaks. I'm totally okay waiting till 2022 for a game, but a simple announcement or tease or hint or anything is all we ask for. It doesn't rush the dev cycle, and I think the audience/consumer would way rather have some level of transparency. I literally can't think of a downside to just showing the logo and announcing it already. I know they probably want to wait for the big 30, but this felt overdue last year. And I know, that sounds entitled. But with how little faith Sonic Team carries, frankly, everyone is right to be concerned. These are all moves companies do when the project isn't turning out so well, which is the only thing I can think of as to why they absolutely refuse to say, Sonic whatever, release date TBA, and just give a super basic premise. You really don't even have to show the logo, as I kinda wish Sonic Prime never showed theirs. So, let's get into that big E3 news, right baby? It was previously reported that Sega wouldn't be at E3 as they were left out of the original lineup. But as the world begins piecing back together, a whole plethora of new exhibitors was announced. With Sega having so many popping recent releases, it seems like this is likely where they'll announce the new Sonic game, which is a relief because the 30th anniversary concert seemed pretty unlikely for an announcement. And honestly, I was stressed, okay? I was worried. But with this news, I can let out a little breath in relief. Not too much relief, as it's still possible they don't announce a Sonic game, but honestly very unlikely. Yakuza is doing incredibly well, but is coming off the tail of a release. We also might be seeing Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, which recently got leaked. But that's about it. Sega owns Atlas, which makes Persona, so probably something there, but they're also coming off the tail of a release. So yeah, with it being in June, it really seems likely. However, I do think it looks very unlikely they will release any game this year, but who knows? Sega has been completely radio silent with their audience and only speaking internally and with their partner brands. Who knows? They might release 10 games by the end of the year. They might release 0. I still don't get why there hasn't been an announcement, but all we can do at this point is pray for an announcement at E3, which is June 12th to the 15th. I'm pretty certain we'll get one, but there is some chance they will hold their own event and announce it there. June 23rd is not only my birthday, but Sonic's as well. So all I can say, without sounding like the most entitled raccoon ever, is that if we don't get a Sonic game announcement by June 23rd, there will be consequences. I will literally manifest an evil spirit to possess Sega's board members, and I will sell the Sonic IP to the highest bidder. Probably Microsoft or Tencent. So mark your calendars. If we go announcement list by June 23rd, that's the day of reckoning. Papa John's had glimpses of it, but little did he know there was a raccoon army brewing in the shadows. This is a joke, by the way. In the case of disappointment, all I'm going to do is make a 12-hour-long video of me crying. I really hope we get it by our birthday, but the 25th anniversary was in July, so who knows? Maybe they'll do it later, but with how loud the anticipation and hype is, there's so much more demand for a new game since everyone knows knows they're working on it. And they might as well just announce it or something before more solid leaks come out. I know developers and publishers don't want to announce a game too far in the future, as releases are generally announced about 2 years before release. But in this scenario, if the game were to come out 2022, we should have at least gotten an official announcement that they might be working on a game by now. But to be more positive, while there will be a lot of competition for the holiday or summer 2022, if the game is standout, it could definitely get the parent holiday purchase that they desire so badly. I mean, if Sonic Forces sold well, whatever, it'll probably do numbers. Especially if it's on the new consoles, since they already have such a small library currently. But in the same sense, it doesn't really feel like Sonic even has to compete. I think it has its own place without any real competition. Call of Duty will have to compete with whatever the new FPS is, but I don't really feel like Sonic competes with the 3D platformers anymore, as no matter the game, it still sells pretty good. Well, except that awful game that was exclusive to that poorly selling console. We don't talk about that one. Just like Tyson Hess, I hope Sonic does something new that we haven't seen before. However, no matter what they do, regardless of any format, I hope it has snappy controls. Everyone's major critique of the modern boost games is their 2D sections. Sonic Team can never achieve tight controls and physics. I don't know why. I think this is something essential to Sonic's nature and is something entirely lacking in the cursed game that we don't talk about. And E3 is literally 1 month away, and obviously I'm going to be streaming it on my new Twitch, Sonic Show Live, the same place I'm going to be streaming the massive Sonic movie watch party, so make sure to follow in the description and turn on notifications so you don't miss the action. When looking at what we know on this 30th anniversary game, I know a lot of people are saying, the wait will be worth it. But how big of an L are you personally taking if it blows? I mean, while I am very optimistic, I don't want to put any opinion out on a game we haven't seen yet. Some people think it will be awful, and some people think it will be amazing, the savior for Sonic 3D. And at the end of the day, both groups are completely uninformed and are just voicing thoughts. So while yeah, I hope it's great, there is neither proof of it being amazing or proof of it being awful. I'm definitely excited, but I'm not like,
yeah, the next game will definitely be amazing. They're totally going to learn from the mistakes we haven't seen them stop making.
And with Tyson Hess having such high power now, as well as Aaron Weber, and while Aaron's, working on Phantasy Star Online 2's community and probably isn't working on this at all. Once again, I'm praying. We know Tyson has said what he hopes the direction of Sonic goes in. As I said in my past video, go watch it if you haven't, bro. It leads us to 2 big questions. 1, is he voicing this opinion internally as well? And 2, they're taking his suggestions? They're like, yeah, good point. Because I mean, he's provably saved Sonic like twice now. People love the Mania Adventures, people love the movie, and if he has some influence on the games, people will love that too. So yeah, no Sonic game 2021, or at least it looks like that now. I'm sad, but I would rather a good game than a bad game. But they really couldn't put out like the collection or anything this year, like, really? I mean, maybe we might actually see the remastered and the collection come out this year. Like, yeah, we won't get the new game until next year, but give us colors this year, come on. Give us colors, Sega. I want to see those colors.
This is an NBC News special report.
Foreshadowing much? So as of 1 day after the recording, we got the details on a bunch of new game releases. And on that list is the name everyone wants to see, Sonic Colors. So, we now not only know that Sonic Colors will see the light of day in 2021, but that it will arrive specifically September 14th, which is coincidentally the same release date as Halo Reach, probably my favorite game ever. So, while we will be seeing a new release this year, it's going to be the remastered version of Sonic Colors, which I think is totally fine as long as we get the 30th anniversary game 2022, and you know what, if the remaster's really good, take it until 2023, both of which are technically no longer the 30th anniversary.
Technically meaning there won't be a 30th anniversary game.
But at least it's a nice relief to have finally confirmed that Sonic Colors Ultimate will come this year. And you know what? I'm gonna say it now. I am officially hyped. This will be a major letdown if they don't do some major graphical overhaul. I said major twice. But since this game was made for the incredibly weak Wii hardware, this will probably be totally beefed up. Maybe not to the level of Blue Point's Demon Souls, but hopefully pretty close. The new consoles have one of the biggest performance jumps in a long time. So, as someone who has never had a Wii and hasn't even gotten to play Colors, I'm excited for my experience to be the definitive one. I'm also just hyped to see what the new mainline Sonic game is, which is just a month away, boys. And you know we're streaming that live. Come on. All right, Sonic Show is the #1 news source. You already know this. The numbers don't lie. And if you're not subscribed to the #1 Sonic news source and you don't have bells on, not only is that an intolerant act of cringe, but also you're going to miss out on all the Sonic news. So go correct that now. Subscribe, bell, and hit a like if you're excited for this game. Oh, also remember to follow the Twitch. If you haven't done it and you're waiting till the end, now's the end. Go follow the Twitch. Yay! Oh, and here's a raccoon clip.
Bro, my guy, it's not that serious. I know you want to come out the room. It's not that serious, though. I got you. I got you. I got you.